Hi everybody, it's Gina Crash from the Today's 101.9 Morning Show, and I'm joined by our very special guest, Thomas Casey, owner and executive chef of For the Love of Food right here in Pikesville. Hi, Chef Casey.
Hello.
Or should I call you Thomas?
Thomas is good.
Oh, Thomas is good.
Yeah.
And it smells delicious in here. I want everybody to know that you're not only a proud merchant in the Pikesville region,
Yes.
proud member of the Pikesville Chamber of
Yes.
Commerce, putting on Taste of Pikesville, which is coming out this Wednesday, April 26th at the Doubletree in Pikesville.
Yeah.
And you've been a long-time participant in this, haven't you?
Yes. This is our third year of participating. We really enjoy getting in there and seeing some of our clients and new clients and giving them a little taste of what we can do.
That's great. Hence the name, right?
Yes.
And also, it's all for a great cause. It's for the Baltimore Hunger Project.
Yes.
Right here in town. It helps bridge that gap after kids are out of school. What are they eating on the weekends when they don't have their school lunches? So
Yes.
the money is definitely going to a very, very good, worthy cause. Okay, what do we got here? Let's get to the food. What are we going to be making? And is this something that you're going to be making for us on Wednesday?
This is going to be similar to what we're going to get on Wednesday. We
Okay.
may make a couple of adjustments because I understand you're a judge there, so we
Oh,
have
yes.
to really come through with the money I paid you already to win.
Exactly. I'm going to donate it to the Baltimore Hunger Project. Don't worry. So that being said, thank you for reminding me. I am a celebrity guest judge, if you could call me that, although I have no culinary background whatsoever. So I don't know anything other than it smells delicious and it looks great. So
Great.
obviously we recognize butter, but what is this fun little thing that almost looks like broccoli cauliflower?
This is romesco. It was basically like a cross between cauliflower and broccoli. So
Okay.
Nice little mild flavor, something different. As we are a culinary teaching school, we like to introduce things that people normally don't use at home.
Great.
And give them ideas how to use it.
Oh, so that's a great point. For the Love of Food, you guys do cooking classes, team building, and what else?
Catering.
And catering. Oh, wow, you just run the gamut. That's great.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be unusual for a new client to someone that signed up for a cooking class to see these things and not know what to do with them either. And that's
Yes.
what you're there for,
Yes.
to teach people who have a love of food
Yes.
how to make their own delicious
Yes.
gourmet food. Great. And you've got some chicken, gnocchi.
Yes.
Am I
Yes,
pronouncing
we have
that right?
ricotta gnocchi. And
Okay.
basically, when we our recipe for our ricotta gnocchi, we're taking some ricotta cheese, egg, nutmeg, salt and pepper, Parmesan cheese, and flour. We basically make this nice light dough, we roll it out, and then we boil these guys off.
So you make your own pasta. My
Yes.
Italian grandmother
Oh,
would be
yes.
proud.
And we're actually going to be demonstrating this at the Taste, so people can come up and see us
Great.
actually rolling the gnocchis and all.
That's great. So let's get going, I guess,
All right,
right?
so
what do
what we
do
have
first?
here is our nice hot pan. We have a little butter in here. And
Okay.
we're using unsalted butter and whole butter. And the reason we're using whole butter because we're going to make a brown butter sauce. So as this butter melts down, the milk solid is going to start to caramelize, and that's going to give a nice buttery, nutty taste to our dish.
And you're not going to get that with country crock or
No.
something, right?
No.
You got to go with the good stuff.
Yes, all unsalted whole butter.
Unsalted. That's a
Yes.
good tip. So if anybody at home is struggling, going, why doesn't mine end up tasting
Yes.
like that? Something as simple as that can make a huge difference in your
Yes.
dish, right? And how do you know how much? Just you can get I'm sure you eyeball it. But
Yeah, we're just going to eyeball it today. And
Okay.
we're going to get this nice and melted. And what we have here is a little bit of sage.
Ooh, that's a nice.
And this is going to help with flavor our butter.
You know, you hear about these things when you go to a fancy restaurant, and then you never, like, if you don't know how to cook, you don't know all that goes into what you're eating. So this
Yes,
is really cool to
yes.
see this in action.
And this is one of our primary goals at For the Love of Food, to keep that unpretentious atmosphere, keep everything nice and fun,
Love that.
break it down so people can really understand what's going on into their meal.
Love it.
So,
What do we have here? A little chicken?
Yes, did you smell that sage coming
I
out of there?
do. I smell that. That's going to
So
make
at
a
this
big
point, we're going
difference.
to start adding our chicken.
And then how do you know every time I try to make chicken, it ends up being dry or uncooked? So how do you know with something like this when you're finished?
The best method, I would say, using a thermometer.
Okay. Even smaller pieces like
Yes,
that are cut up.
even smaller pieces. That's going to give you a better chance of getting a more of a consistent product.
Gotcha.
Now, ideally, we're going to take everything, get a nice saute on it. Let me say you smell that butter.
And what kind of tomatoes we have here?
We have roasted cherry tomatoes.
Ooh, you hear that sizzle, that snap, crackle, pop going now?
We have different colors, so give you some variety and color into our dish.
And that's important, isn't it, for plating
Yes,
purposes? And
presentation is everything. We eat with our eyes. But a lot of
Absolutely.
times we don't have to bring in all this foo-foo things that we're not going to eat. We can use the actual ingredients in our meal that's going to contribute to the presentation.
Good point. I love your laid-back nature because it's not intimidating.
No.
You're including everybody of all skill levels.
Yes.
All
yes.
lovers of food.
Yes.
You know how to make it work.
Our motto is that we like to feed your passion.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a bumper sticker that says that.
Yeah.
And look at all the colors coming out now as things are slowly, meshing together.
Now, typically we have our gnocchi pre-boil. Typically, what would be a great way to finish this dish is actually taking a gnocchi, pulling straight out the water, and putting it into your sauce here.
Because cooking is a lot about timing, isn't it?
Yes, it's about timing, but as long as you have all your ingredients together, as we have here, our little power pack,
Everything
it makes it a
prepared.
lot easier for us.
Very cool. So it's okay to cut corners here and there.
Oh, yes, yes.
And pre-cut your
Yes.
vegetables. Now, I'm sure that being a local business, farm to table, fresh ingredients are important to you. So do you have some places that you like to get most of your ingredients, certain farms or vendors?
Yes, I like the farmers markets. Pikesville, in 2 weeks, we're opening up the farmers market, so we
Fantastic.
visit that quite a bit.
Great.
And then there's other local farms that I like to use throughout Maryland and Baltimore County that I've used
Awesome.
over the years.
Love
Now
that.
what we do, we'll season with a little salt. We don't need a
Excellent.
lot because the gnocchi is seasoned and everything.
Got a little cracked pepper.
Yes, a little cracked black pepper.
Also adds a nice little texture
Yes.
to it.
And then right here on our plate, we have the finished item.
It's just like we're on the TV cooking show.
Yes, a TV cooking
It's like
show.
the Food Network, right?
And the last thing we like to do is add a little Parmesan cheese
Parmesan.
right on top.
Delish. Look
Now-
at that. It's perfect.
At home, we can put it in the restaurant or whatever. Serving friends, you can put it on a plate. But at home, serve it right in the pot. Keep it rusted.
Perfect. I
And with
love
that
that.
said, since it's in the pot,
Go for it. Shall
Yes.
we do it? We're all
the
family
difference
here.
between chef and the cook, they always tasting.
Tasting. So this is what they do, and they're like,
Yes.
okay, let's try it. Here we go. This is the sage butter gnocchi. Oh my gosh. Chef, that is amazing.
Great. Did you want to get the vegetable?
I got to get the
Yes,
vegetables.
you got to get the vegetables.
I love you. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm going to try this
Yes.
crazy thing. What did you call it? And the chicken too.
Yes, the Morisco.
And I even have a little bit of the sage right there, right?
Yes.
Which is now browned.
Yes. And that sage can act as a garnish, as you can see on the plate there.
You guys, oh my gosh. If you don't get your tickets to Taste of Pikesville, you only have yourselves to blame. This is amazing.
Thank you.
I'm going to hug you.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, you're so talented.
Thank you.
You just whip that up in like 4.5 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
So you can have a good, healthy meal. It doesn't take a lot of time.
Not a lot of time at all. It's just about planning and organizing. And once you have it planned and organized, you can get these fresh meals out.
Making it look easy. And now we want to bring in our friend Jessica Normington from the Pikesville Chamber of Commerce. And you've been all over TV lately. This is like old hat for you. But welcome and tell us how excited you are about Taste of Pikesville. What do we need to know? How do we get there? And then we'll get you a plate of food.
I have to say, this smells divine.
It's so good.
But yeah, no, thanks for having me.
Yes.
We are so excited to have this year's 6th annual Taste of Pikesville in Pikesville at the Doubletree. We have about 40 restaurants, including local wine and beer, all represented under one roof.
Awesome.
So we're really excited. We're excited to have you as a celebrity judge.
So excited, and you're doing a bunch of new things this year. I know it's already sold out, the VIF, the very
important foodie.
Yeah, tell us about that. That'll be new this year,
Yes.
and that starts earlier at 5:30.
Correct. Unfortunately, we are sold out, which
Right.
is great to have the first year doing it. But what we did was we selected 3 chefs that won top honors last year.
Great.
And they're creating something special for those VIFers. And we're also pairing it with a local beer. And they'll get about a 45 minutes hour head start. And get to intermingle with the chefs one-on-one, with some of the celebrity judges if they do come early. So I suggest you
Yes,
come
wink,
early.
wink. I got to work on my time management. I'm gonna be there early.
But then they'll have access to the event a little bit earlier
Great,
as
great.
well.
You've got new valet parking this year.
Yes, we do.
Roll up to the Doubletree. People know it in Pikesville.
Yep.
And some other things going on that night. It's 6:30 to 9, right?
6:30 to 9. You can buy your tickets now till midnight on Tuesday ahead of time.
What's the easiest way to do that?
Tasteofpikesville.com.
Cool.
They're $48 now, and at the door they're $55.
Great, that's a great price. And you literally bring your appetite because you're going to be able to sample not only Thomas's creations, but a bunch of local chefs.
It's all you can eat, all you can drink, and you even walk away with a little goodie bag.
6:30 to 9 sounds like a great event. Wednesday, April 26th. I will definitely see you there. Thank you, Chef Casey, for sharing your expertise with us and sharing this delicious meal. And also Jessica Normington for all the hard work you do year-round for the Chamber.
Thank
for
you
our
so
neighbors
much.
here in Pikesville. So we'll see you guys out for Taste of Pikesville. Definitely coming up Wednesday, April 26th at the DoubleTree in Pikesville. You can get more info and your tickets at tasteofpikesville.com.